And welcome back to the New York Giants franchise rebuild. Here today, well, we have a big episode here today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great day. Please leave a like, comment down below what you thought of today's action, and don't forget to subscribe. Well, today, we're gonna get through a pretty good chunk of the season. I'm planning on making this episode at least 3 games, so at least this Eagles team, the Colts, and the Saints game. All in one episode, as well as we're gonna have the trade deadline. We're gonna start negotiating with a couple players. So today's episode is going to be definitely long and in depth. So welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. So New York Giants are 4-2, coming off of a big victory over the Washington Commanders, beating them 30-21. We are currently 4-2. Right now, the #1 scoring offense per game, and the #1 rushing offense, and the #1 defense in terms of rushing. Currently, we're the 3rd seed here in the NFC, as the Eagles are 4-3, and they're trying to beat us and get back to the top of this division. We already beat the Eagles earlier in this campaign, and we're hoping that we can beat them again. Though, we are going to do it without a couple key injuries here. Now, we already knew about Drew Phillips and David Montgomery, but Taylor Moton suffered a big injury during practice. So that means the offensive line is shaking up. So this team is definitely struggling right now in terms of injuries. One thing to consider is that week 9 is the trade. For right now, we're not going to talk about that until after this Eagles game, so let's quickly check out this Philly team and then hop into some primetime football. Just quickly going through this Eagles team, we know them pretty well. Jalen Hurts is their quarterback with Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson with Dallas Goedert. They have a quality offensive line with a good defensive front. They brought in Chris there. They have Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis-Toon, who they drafted this past class. Keith Grant is now their top linebacker. They have a lot of young corners. Overall, this should be a tough matchup. We know how good this Eagles offense and defense can be, so you know they are still the defending champs. This is still a critical game, but let's go out there, let's have some fun. We just have to be able to protect the football, and John Sherman has been doing that a lot better in these last handful of weeks. So let's hop right into week 8. As it's Monday Night Football here in MetLife Stadium, it's the New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. These two teams are currently playing for the NFC East here in week 8, as the Giants are currently above the Eagles, both due to us not having 3 losses on the season, but also having the win over Philly in Philly, and now we're trying to sweep them, and hopefully we can do that here in week 8. For the Eagles right now, they're the defending Super Bowl champions with Jalen Hurts at the helm, and they're hoping to get a good victory here over this Giants team that has suffered 3 kind of crucial injuries. Montgomery injured a few weeks ago, Drew Phillips was injured in last game, and Taylor Moton is out today. So a couple big injuries to our starting playmakers, so let's see if we can overcome that. And here comes second-year quarterback John Sherman leading out his offense. Sherman has struggled at times with turnovers. He has 9 interceptions. I think he has a couple lost fumbles, 13 scores. I'm hoping that John can continue to play like he has been, where he hasn't turned the football much at all. As you guys can see in terms of the offensive line, Evan Neal will be starting at right tackle with Palmer starting at right guard. And Tyrone Tracy gets another start here at running back, and he picks up 15. He's been impressive at the beginning of this season. This Giants offense likes to run the football, as now they're going to go play action. Sherman on the fake will connect with Dale Robinson. It's been quiet, but makes that big catch. Staying in the I formation here as Philly's putting a lot of men in the box. New York does a toss here now. Tracy again makes the move, and Tyrone Tracy gets another first down. juking out the defender. Tough place to be here for the Giants. Can pick up a first down here. They probably want to score. Here comes Sherman. Takes the snap. He looks to throw. Feeling the rush by this Philly front. And he goes down. Back here at the 14. As that's Huff and company throwing down Sherman. And here comes Jalen Hurts leading out his Philly offense now. As Hurts has a 4-3 record right now. Not looking to get back to 500. They're so far 16 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. And Philly has to answer the New York Giants, who just went down the field and put up 3. As we're relying on Devontae Banks, number 3, who's out there at corner. Here comes Will, the third-year back, who will pick up the first down and more. This is a key week here for Devontae Banks. He's trying to stay on this Giants roster. As here comes the pressure, and he goes down. Brian Burns throws him for a loss of 6. Third down and 11 now, as Jalen Hurts trying to get this conversion. Feeling some rush now, trying to escape, able to extend. He's going to get the first down and more. Now Tyler Nubin has to save a tackle, and the ball got punched out right there, but a big gain here for Jalen Hurts off the scramble. Empty look now here for Jalen Hurts, and New York looks like they want to send a blitz. They do so. Hurts trying to escape. He can't. He goes down. Elijah Chapman getting a sack there. This puts Philly now in a third down and forever situation. New York defense trying to force their own field goal attempts. Here comes Hurts. Takes the snap, feeling some rush. Sends it underneath now. A.J. Brown for 2. And New York defense will bend but not break, just like Philly's. Both offenses have gone down the field and score 3. New York's second time with the football. Here comes Tyrone Tracy, who picks up 6. So far, been an efficient day here for the third-year back, as Tracy is the motion man here on second down. As this ball will go to Theo Johnson, and Theo will pick up the first down and more. Eric is definitely not afraid to throw the football here. More play action. Here comes Sherman, who's going to get brought down for a loss of 11. That's Jordan Davis. That puts New York behind the sticks now. Second down and 21. Motion man is John Ware. As this ball is not going to get out. He goes down again. This time it's Jalen Carter's turn. Tough place to be here. Third down and 31. As New York is just going to set up a little receiver screen. Losing yards as New York just went backwards. Barkley the lone back of the backfield here in shotgun. Dotson is the motion man. As wide open here is Brown. Evans brings him down. As it's third down and 10 now, New York defense trying to force a punt. Here comes Hurts. Sends it underneath now. Dotson breaking a tackle, breaking free, and he continues to stay on his feet. Wow, what a play. Inside the 20 now of New York are this Eagles team. Here comes Hurts. Feels the rush and he goes down. Leonard snap. The second-year pass rusher. He gets to the quarterback. Here comes a third down and 8 here. Eagles have to get to the 5 at least. Here comes Hurts. Plenty of time in the pocket. No one's open, but he will find a man. Touchdown, Dotson. In the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Philly. Going right down the field. Now our offense has to wake up. Don't want to see another sack on this drive. We start here at our own 27 with a carry with John Ware, who will pick up 11. Devin Singletary checks into the ball game. First time for him. As Singletary gets the call, he cuts it back up the field, trying to stay on his feet, and he picks up a good gain of 10 plus. So New York starts off running the football. So now the motion man is Theo Johnson. Pressure is sent. As John Sherman will find Theo Johnson, who breaks the tackle, dives into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Theo Johnson. I believe this is his second receiving touchdown of the campaign. As New York, extra point away from retying up this ball game. Great pitch and catch right there. Second down and 10 now. It's Jalen in the shotgun here. As he takes it, looks to throw. Pressured, but he will find a wide open Devontae Smith over the middle. First set of downs as they enter back into New York territory. Pistol look here, getting close to the 2-minute warning. As here comes Hurts, escapes, and he will connect again with Smith. And Smith is tackled here at the 1. It's Philly trying to retake the lead here at the beginning of the 2-minute warning. Barkley, the lone back, motioning the third tight end. Here comes Saquon, and he will be not denied. Touchdown, Saquon Barkley over his former team. And Philly will take back the lead here. Minute 51 to go here in the first half. New York trying to retie up this ball game. Starting with a little screen here. Tracy now. Tyrone tries to make a move. Can't escape Blankenship. He will get the first down and more. Good pitch and catch there off the screen. And now Sherman up the seam, connects with Theo Johnson, who stays on his feet. He's loose, and he's gone. Touchdown, New York. Wow. Theo Johnson does it again here in Week 8. His second touchdown, and another long bomb here. Theo Johnson right up the seam. He breaks the tackle of Blankenship, and he's off to the races. Two tight end look here. Barkley is the lone back. Looks to throw. Here's Hurts. Standing strong, finds his man, and he gets cut underneath here at the 40 of New York. Inside the 30 of New York, the Eagles are trying to retake the lead before half. Here comes Hurts. Sends it underneath now. Here's A.J. Brown. Steps out of bounds smartly. We can force a field goal. It would be a win in my book. 3rd down and 1. Hurts, standing strong in the pocket, finds his man Goddard for the first down. That's it. Philly will just take the 3. We'll take the lead here at 20-17, and the kick is good. As New York is lined up to take a Hail Mary shot, here comes John Sherman, sends it deep down the field. Evans can't bring it down, it's intercepted. Well, that will just look bad on the stat sheet, but that's okay, as we will head into halftime here in Week 8. Down by 3. Tough battle here for both teams. So far, it's kind of been an evenly played field here, as New York is trying to get another victory over the Eagles. But overall, close matchup here. It's been a tough battle. I expect nothing less here in the second half. Here comes a 3rd down and 7 here. Giants defense trying to get off the field. Philly will go to an empty look. Here's Hurts. 4-man rush. Wide open is Devontae Smith. He beats Evans, breaking free, and he's tackled at the 27 of New York. 3rd down and 9 now. More motion here for the Eagles. Here comes Hurts. Standing strong. End zone shot. Ball's off the mark. And New York defense will bend but not break here and force just a field goal. Here comes John Sherman in his offense. Theo Johnson has had himself a big day, but they will start on the ground game. Tyrone Tracy picks up 7. So New York needs to be able to pick up 3 yards here. Here's Tracy now, as Tyrone is denied of the first down. And that's a tough spotting. It's 4th down and inches. And New York tried to run the football with Tracy, and he ran right into Jordan Davis. Well, this is really 4th down and inches here. New York on their side of their own 38 are going to go. They do take the snap. Here's Tracy. Stays on his feet. And New York, they show why they're still a very good team. The gutsy call right there. 3 receivers now to the left. Sherman sets up a screen, and it does not work. Pressured there again by Davis. And New York now has to punt. This Giants defense needs to be able to force a punt. Here comes a blitz, and it gets home. Sacked here. Kayvon Thibodeau brings down the quarterback. Here comes your 3rd down and long. New York defense. Can you get off the field? Setting up a little screen now. Barkley escapes there, and he gets upended for the first down and more. They called that penalty on New York, and I thought there was motion in terms of the offensive line. But now it's a second down and short. Hey, good play there by Burns, making this now a 3rd down and 2. Giants defense now has to figure out a way to get off the field. Barkley is the lone back as Hurts is under center. Dropping back, looks to throw, and that ball is dropped. And that should force Philly to kick the 3. This will make this game by 2 scores at the beginning of the 4th quarter if they convert it here. And they do. This game's 26-17, and now New York's offense, they gotta wake up here. You need to be able to convert here. You don't want to have a quick 3 and out. Here comes Sherman. Connects here with Theo Johnson, and he continues to have himself a big day. Johnson is maybe having his brightest game so far in his young career. Here comes John Ware. The ball pops out, picked up by Philly. Oh my. John Ware, he's mostly a receiver. He's filling in, but the ball got punched out here by this Philly defense. And now our defense has to figure out a way to get the ball back and quickly. 2 straight incompletions now. New York having their 2 linebackers up front. They do go. Here comes Hurts, trying to escape. Extends, and he will find his second-year tight end. Breaking free. Banks denies him of the end zone. But Philly now has an opportunity to potentially put the dagger in today's action. 2nd down and goal now. Empty look here for Hurts. Looks to throw. Sends it end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philly. And we have so much work to do on offense. The Eagles are going to go for 2 here, trying to make this game by, I believe, 2 scores still. Here comes Hurts. He escapes, extending, stays on his feet, denied of the points, thankfully. As the Giants now, they got to be able to figure out a way to put up something here. Here comes John Sherman, looks to throw, connects here with Theo Johnson, right here at the 50. Giants now, less than 6:30 to go. Motioning, Theo Johnson looks to throw. Sherman steps up into the pocket. Now he's going to look to run it himself. John Sherman puts his team on his back, and he picks up a 1st down and more. What's the call here? 4th down and 1. New York going to go play action. Looks to throw. Oliver. And Josh Oliver breaking free. Touchdown, New York. As New York is right back into this ball game here. Good, easy pitch and catch here. Josh Oliver, the veteran, as he gets his first career touchdown. They were not expecting play action right there. 2nd down and 7 now. After the good, quick completion. Time continues to click here. Empty look here for Hurts. Sends it outside. Caught here, Brown. Shoved out of bounds. Philly now with a 3rd down and inches faces them. Giants defense needs to get off the field. Here we go. Barkley. No, it's Hurts. He keeps it. He breaks free as Jalen Hurts keeps this drive together. I don't know if we're going to have another chance. The Eagles now will make this we make it a 3rd down and goal. Here comes Saquon again as Barkley breaks free. Nail in the coffin. Touchdown, Philly. And that's your ball game. And here in week 8, the New York Giants fall to the Eagles 39-24. You know, this was a close game. At the end of the day, it was a very close game. Philly was able to put up a couple big scores. Our defense just could not figure out a way to get off the field and force a punt. And our offense, our offensive line at times struggled. We had a couple big turnovers. John Ware's fumble really kind of broke the game and gave them all the momentum and the advantage. But a big day for Theo Johnson, who really had a great day. Sherman threw 3 scores, had 2 picks. One was off of a Hail Mary attempt, and one was right at the end of the ball game. So tough day for him as well. In terms of running, we had to kind of abandon it, and this is just not our game when we have to throw the football, and it's tough. Theo Johnson, 6 grabs, 153 yards and 2 scores. He had himself a great day. But when we can't get other playmakers involved, it's definitely hard on our offense. Neal and the right side of this offensive line struggled massively. Kayvon Thibodeau, I don't know what happened to him. For most of the fourth quarter, he wasn't out there. He had 4 sacks, no interceptions. Tough loss. As now we're going to turn our attention to the 2-6 Indianapolis Colts here in week 9. This is also the last week to make a trade. So let's go through the practice and then let's check out this Colts team and potentially make a trade. And before checking out this Colts team, we do have a defensive lineman breakout chance. Let's click on this. We already got one with Brantford earlier this season. Now, who is this for? Maybe Elijah Chapman, who's normal dev. Kayvon Thibodeau? It was fun watching you play in last game. You were right, on the verge of a big step. Gonna go take. And that is Elijah Chapman, who we're trying to get him up to star development. Get Chapman 1 sack to upgrade his depth trait. Okay, I mean, that is definitely doable. Chapman does play a lot of snaps for us. Switching gears now, in terms of re-signing, currently right now, I don't want to make any sort of signings. Maybe later on in today's action I will. You know, maybe after Chapman, this game here, maybe Chapman will get a new contract with us. But there is one player to talk about, and that's Devontae Banks here. 24 years old, or 25, 82 overall, ranked as the 42nd corner in the league. Coverage ratings are okay. He does not play the best, which is kind of why he's on this potential trade block for us. He's played for the last 2 seasons for us. He was solid in year 1, and then I felt like he got burned on every single play. He's become our 4th corner. But the current issue that I'm facing is currently right now, Drew Phillips is injured. Phillips is out for the next 2 weeks. And if we decide to move off of Phillips, and if I think about it like this, if we're gonna move off of Phillips, we're gonna have to add in another corner to this room. So we could bring back Mike Hilton, Darius Williams potentially. You know, we could bring in one of these guys that could offer something. Greedy Williams, who did play for us for a handful of games, could bring in Darnell Holmes back. Terrell Smith could be a fun player. I'm not seeing anyone that is like standing out to me as someone that, oh, it would be nice to see him for a couple games. So it's tough, because do I then value the draft picks, or do I value the potential that we'll have a solid number 4 corner on the roster? And I would say right now I value more the 4th corner on the roster. I don't think that we can really go into these next 2 games versus the Colts and the Saints and throw out Cordell Flop and, you know, put him in. I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. Or putting in Trey Hawkins. I just don't think that that's really smart for this team. So I think we're going to be staying out of the trade deadline. I just don't see it. So let's go just quickly check out this Colts team. And here are the Indianapolis Colts, led by Jonathan Taylor, who is injured right now. He's torn his pec, so he's actually out for this season. So they've lost their best playmaker, their best player. They set up Quentin Nelson, a couple good receivers. Actually, they have a lot of good receivers. Anthony Richardson is their starting quarterback. Zach will be their starter here at running back. They brought in Jamison Williams in this past free agency, guy that I considered targeting. Have a couple solid tight ends. They've really, I guess, focused more on the defense side of the ball. They drafted Drew Bush early. They really haven't done much. James Morton here, he's a superstar middle linebacker for them. And then in the secondary, they've drafted a couple guys. A good amount of guys, actually. And Julian Blackman here, he's a superstar depth. So let's hop in here. Second game of today's action. Let's go have some fun and hopefully a bounce back victory after losing to the Eagles. As it's week 9 time, it's the New York Giants versus the Indianapolis Colts here in Indy. Theo Johnson's coming off of a massive day in the first game of today's action. And we're hoping that our both offense and defense can produce. I would say last week, turnovers and the defense did struggle. We high expectations today. We got to get back into the winning column after the loss versus the Eagles. We've got to figure out a way to slow down Anthony Richardson. And here comes second-year quarterback John Sherman coming off a 2-interception day. I think he threw a couple touchdowns as well. 16 touchdowns to 11 picks. Turnovers have been an issue throughout this campaign. We're trying to stay above 500 here as we face this 2-6 Colts team. We welcome back Taylor Moton at right tackle and hoping for a bigger day from the right side. Here comes our ground game where we had to abandon a week ago. I'm not planning on doing that again. Staying under center of the Giants. Here comes now Tracy, and Tracy gets a good gain of 11. So New York is relying on their ground game early on, and they will continue to ground and pound, this time with Tracy, who picks up the first down. Third down and long here for the Giants. Might be in field goal range. Pressure is sent. Sherman got hit as he threw. The ball hits the turf. New York will send their rookie kicker out this 53-yard attempt. He has not made too many of them, and I'm pretty bad at field goals. So let's see if I can connect this. Kick is up, end over end. It has the distance, and New York takes the early advantage. And here comes Anthony Richardson and his Colts offense. Richardson, I believe, is in year 4 or 5. 7 touchdowns, 5 picks. Strong arm, dynamic with his legs. Our defense is going to have to be on point. We allowed points on every single possession, I believe, a week ago. So hopefully this week is a little bit different for us. As here comes the run here with Zach, who will lose a couple. Good job there by Parks. Giants make this a third down and 11. Richardson. Giants send only a 3-man rush. Ball deep down the field. Intercepted. Devontae Banks, who I was debating about trading. He gets his first interception of today's action. Wow. Good play there by Banks, and New York has the football. Evan Neal was shaken up on the last play. Palmer is in at guard. And here comes Ware. And John Ware tries to make a move. Can't. But he picks up a first down. Staying in the shotgun. Tracy now checks back in. Gonna hand it to Tracy. Trying to go up the field, and then the ball pops out. As Tyrone Tracy got blasted right there. And the Colts were able to pick up right on it. And now their turnover is basically null and void due to their defense. Or injury news, John Ware is out for the rest of today's action, so Singletary will have more of a role today. Here comes Zach now, who's going to be able to pick up a first down and gets out of bounds. Colts have an excellent passing game, all these tight ends and receivers. It's Richardson now. Felt the rush, goes down the field, right back to Williams. And he makes this a goal-to-go action. First down and goal here from the 2. Richardson, shotgun, New York trying to stop Zach from getting in, but we can't. Touchdown, New York. Or touchdown, Indianapolis, excuse me, I wish. Colts will take back the lead. New York starts at their own 30 in an empty look. As Neighbors is open. He gets the first down and more. Still no Evan Neal out there, as Palmer has to step up here. Motioning out as they connect here with Malik. And Neighbors will not stay on his feet and not give him a first down either. Fresh set of downs here for the Giants. Tracy motions out to an empty look now. Sherman lobbing it here for Theo Johnson, who got underneath it. Continuing to have an excellent episode is the third-year tight end. No challenge on the field. It's confirmed it's a catch. New York throws right back to Johnson, and he catches it. Touchdown, Theo Johnson. Wow. Great response here for New York, who actually leaned more on their passing game on this possession. It's Theo Johnson with an easy 3-yard touchdown. Opportunity for the Giants to get off the field, third down. New York sends 5. As Richardson sends it deep down the field and right into the hands of Evans. Demetrius Evans, the first-round pick. He picks up his second INT, returns it to the 32. And New York's defense getting some turnover is exactly what you want to see here. The pressure in Richardson's face had him throw the errant throw. Third down and 5 here for New York. Trying to add on to their lead. Here comes Sherman. Steps up. Got hit as he threw. As he wanted, I believe that would have been to Evans. So New York will just make this game by 6, potentially. I can make a field goal. Kick end over end, and it's good. Colts take over at their own 24. Richardson just can't continue to throw these turnovers. Sends it over the middle. Good catch here, Michael Pittman. Breaking free now. Tackled here at the 40 of New York. Wow, what a play. Sometimes New York spies Richardson, sometimes they don't. Here comes a third down and 5. No spy here. Richardson can run if he wants to, but the ball was batted away. Micah McFadden here with a good play on the football. I'll force Matt Gay to trot out onto the field for this, 43-yarder. As the kick will be good. It has the distance and it's good. This game's by 3. It's third down and 5 here. Sherman motioning out Tyrone Tracy. Empty look now. Looks to throw, sends it here to Evans. Good catch here, and Evans accelerates, gets to the sideline, and he's tackled inside the 35. Big play there by Mike Evans. Out to 32 of the Colts. Sherman sends it up here for Neighbors, and Malik got underneath it, caught, touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors for 32 yards, and the Giants extend on their lead here. Offset pistol look now for Richardson. They go play action, sending it here. Woods again makes the catch out of bounds here at the 32. Fresh set of downs here for the Colts entering to New York territory, wanting a touchdown. Richardson, he will keep it himself here. Evans can't bring him down. Takes 3 men to do so. Second down and 5. These linebackers look like they want to go. New York does send 6. This ball is caught here by Downs. Stays on his feet, and he's tackled at the 1. First down and goal here from the 1 halfway through here the second quarter. Pressured. This ball is caught here. Touchdown, Woods. And this Colts team have remade this game by 3. Makes it a third down and 1. Tracy's the back. He gets the call here, and he is denied of the first down. Great play there by the young, I think they're young defensive linemen. So Anthony Richardson starts here at his own 13 after the punt. Here comes Richardson, sends it over the middle. And here's Pittman for 11. As it will be third down, Richardson tries to escape, balls thrown to the turf. And that was Matthews providing the rush. Shotgun look, Tracy motions out the flat here. As Sherman will take the snap, he looks to throw, steps up, and he steps into a sack. Ball's on the turf. And thankfully, New York's able to land on it. Third down and 17 here for the Giants. Gonna go play action, not liking much. Sacked here at the 18. Payne now, the veteran edge rusher. Matt Gay is out on the field here for this, 40-yard field goal attempt. It has the distance, and it's good. And we're all tied up here in week 9 at 20 apiece. It's been tough sledding here for both teams. They've had some mistakes. Colts have thrown 2 interceptions. We've put the ball on the ground a couple times due to fumbles. They've sacked us a couple times. It's just kind of been tough for both offenses. It's been a defensive game, even though it has 40 points in total. Hopefully here in the second half, we can get going here more on defense and offensively. Got to get back to the ground game. It's been a while. Richardson will start with the football at his own 27. Opportunity to take the lead. Here comes the run, and this Giants defense stuffs him for a loss of 3. Spreading out this defense with 4 receivers now. Richardson looks to throw. Plenty of time, sends it underneath here, and this Giants defense will force a quick 3 and out. Giants here will start at their own 22. Their start with a little play action now, and John Sherman is sacked. Ball's picked up here, thankfully, by Tyrone Tracy. But a loss of 8 there. Fumbles have been killing us today. Just like that, New York falls behind the sticks. 2nd down and 18. Back to this passing game. Steps up. Finds Malik Neighbors. And thankfully, our young superstar gets the first down. Staying under center. And as now New York will try to run it outside. Here comes Tyrone. He's going to get to the sideline. 1st down and more. 3rd down and 8 here at the 40 of the Colts. I don't think the Giants are really in field goal range just yet either. Here comes Sherman. Escapes the rush. He's able to get the 1st down. Good scramble there. Now what do you do if you're the Giants? 3rd down and 9. Here comes Sherman. Looks to throw. Steps up. Got hit again. This defense has provided a lot of rush. So New York will send their field goal unit out again. Can I make it 3 for 3 today? The rookie kicker. His kick is up, distance, and it's good. We go back up by 3. Here comes a 3rd down and 9. New York sends 4. McFadden provided some rush. That ball is caught here, and Pittman breaks free, and it takes our 2 safeties to throw him down. Good possession here for this Colts team, turning to a bunch formation here on 1st down. Richardson dropping back, plenty of time, finds Williams with his great speed. I'm surprised he hasn't been more involved. 3rd down and 1 here. As the Colts, as Richardson keeps himself upended, still gets the 1st down. Staying under center here is Anthony Richardson inside the 25 of New York. Gonna go play action, looks to throw, goes down! Elijah Chapman! And right there, that should be star development here for our young defensive tackle. 3rd down and 10 here. Richardson in the shotgun here, looks to throw. Plenty of time, slings it over the middle, caught here. That's over Banks again. 2nd down and goal here. Another run, and this is a touchdown as the Colts will take the lead here. And that is his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. I think for the Giants, they're still not afraid to run the football here. They continue to do so. This time it's Singletary. Singletary makes a move, stays on his feet to pick up a 1st down and more. Here comes a 3rd down and 5 here for the Giants. Looks to throw is Sherman, not liking much of anything. Trying to find someone, can't. And John Sherman extends for the 1st down. Good play there by John Sherman. Now motioning Theo Johnson here. Looks to throw, stepping away from pressure. Wants Wandale on the sideline, and he got him. Sherman changing up the play here. More play action, looks to throw. Looks for Wandale again, connects with him. And tackled at the 15. Good play there for Wandale. Sherman staying in this passing game. Connects now with Theo Johnson, turning upfield. Tackled here at the 4. That means currently number 69, Randall, is in for this 2nd down and goal here for the 1. Gore is the back. Gets the call, and Frank Gore Jr. scores for his 1st time in this new campaign, as the Giants will retake the lead here due to a 1-yard run here by Frank Gore. Good job. Colts take over here, down by 3. Here comes Richardson, handing the ball off, and this defense denies him much of anything. I got some news here, guys. Theo Johnson is shaken up as well. Same thing with Andrew Thomas. I don't know if they're going to come back. But two key offensive playmakers or players are injured right now. Here comes Anthony Richardson. Looks to throw, sends it over the middle. And that's Jelani Woods with another good reception over the middle. 3rd down and 3 here. New York has 5 men on the line. Don't go. And here comes Pittman for the first down, over 100 yards. As it's 3rd down and 10 here. New York sends 4 as Richardson sends it over the middle. Michael Pittman Jr. again. Nice pitch and catch. Richardson into New York territory now, as he will keep it himself here. New York defense was not prepared. Richardson stays on his feet, tackled at the 11. Fresh set of downs here for Anthony Richardson. New York sends 5. Richardson, he's sacked. Brian Burns. Great play there for this veteran pass rusher. New York putting a lot of men up front here. Pistol look here for Richardson. Keeps it himself, tries to escape, and he won't. And that's a good play by Parks. Colts trying to tie it up again. This has been a close ball game here. High scoring affair. Matt Gay connects here. We're tied up here with 1:50 to go. Time is clicking here. Sherman now takes it, looks to throw. Not liking much, escapes, wants Neighbors. And did he connect? He did. Wow. What a catch there by Malik Neighbors on the sideline. Colts call a timeout. John Sherman extends. And then this deep ball here into double coverage. Neighbors puts his 2 big mitts up there, and he reels it in. What a job there by Malik Neighbors. As it's 3rd down and 17. Takes the snap. Here comes Neighbors. A little trickery here for the Giants. And they will make this now a 4th down and 10 here. Probably take it all the way down, call a timeout, and then kick a 3. And with 17 ticks to go, here comes the field goal unit for 3. 37 yards here for the rookie. Can I make another one? Kick, end over end, and it's good. Penalty is thrown. What's the call? And it's a personal foul, roughing the kicker. And that would give New York at the 10, but New York will decline. So with 14 seconds to go here, Stonehouse will kick this football, and Indy has 14 seconds to maybe take a Hail Mary shot or 2. Ball's on the ground, and it's picked up by New York. Just kidding. New York will leave week 9 with a victory. I don't know who just punched that football out. Wow, they're not even gonna give us a replay. So, good kickoff here for us, because, you know, the returnman takes it out, and I believe that is Lewis Seen comes in and rips it out. Either that or Taylor or Gore, but I want to say due to the hit by Lewis Seen, that will be the ball game. And here in week 9, the New York Giants beat the Colts 33-30. A close nail biter here in the second game of today's action. You know, turnovers played a factor, but it was our defense that were forcing them. We got 2 interceptions. We forced a fumble at the end. We put 3 balls on the ground due to fumbles, and only 1 was picked up. And overall, our defense did make necessary plays when they needed to, and the offense also did so. I would say all around a solid victory. This is a bad Colts team that are 2-7. I'm not in love that it was this close, but John Sherman threw 2 touchdowns, no picks. Love to see it. Tracy got a lot of carries for 83 yards. Not super efficient the last couple runs. I don't know what was up with the offensive line, but we got to check the injury report regardless. But Malik Neighbors, that 48-yard catch, that was big time. Wandale caught 4, Theo caught 3 more, continues to have an impressive episode. And the offensive line continues to struggle with allowing a lot of sacks. Bobby Okereke with 15 tackles. Wow. We got 2 sacks, 2 interceptions. Very good. Let me see if they will show me the Neighbors, and they will. I mean, this is just a great play. across the board here for this team. I mean, Sherman escapes, feeling some rush, slings it as far as he can, and then Malik Neighbors just goes up, brings it down, and that sealed the game for us. Great victory. So first, let's check out this injury news, as we do have some things to look at. And it is to our backup off-ball linebacker, Darnell Williams here. He's out for the next 3 games. Thankfully, it is not to John Ware. So we are still pretty healthy here at running back. 1 more game before Drew Phillips comes back. And then for the breakout chance here for Elijah Chapman, I mean, he got his sack. I think he got a TFL as well. I don't remember, but Coach, another strong game from Elijah Chapman. You're damn right, he got a good sack for us. How good does it feel to have him? I think the sky's limits. He puts in great work. Blah, blah, blah. Good job. Yeah, Chapman deserves it. He gets to star development. No XP, though. That's huge. Let's send him to the next week here. Let's check on this roster here to see any of our young rookies that they've been revealed. Randall, our 3rd round pick, he just needs to play more, but for right now, he's not going to. I still think our offensive line is okay. In terms of defense, it's nice to see Chapman now with star development, but we do find out that Demetrius Evans here has star dev, so good for him. He's been playing solid football. He got an interception a week ago, or in the game we just played, so he's been overall a solid defensive back. I think he's definitely playing very well. So as our attention now turns here to the 2-7 New Orleans Saints here, who on paper they look like they have a very good offense here, and right now we're gonna probably turn our attention here to either the scout. Yeah, let's focus here on the draft a little bit. As we now turn our attention to the NFL draft and the scouts, or not the scouts, the prospects in this up and coming draft class. I have put a good amount of players on my board, just players that I'm kind of looking out for. In terms of overall standouts for you guys to kind of keep your eyes out on. You know, Mario Weathers, I'm really excited to see what his what more traits we can get. Same thing with Stan Bruce here, a tight end. A lot of offensive linemen I want information on. Around the board, guys, there's not really a lot of guys we have a lot of information on just yet, just a few over 35%. And, you know, some of these guys are intriguing, but most of them are offensive linemen and tackles. At the end of the day, guys, I think when I get more information on the prospects, I will be able to give you guys more of a deep dive, and some of these guys probably will come off my board. So as we're thinking about, let's turn our attention to re-signing. You know, I've been thinking about this for a while now of what I want to really do here, if there's anything. And, you know, yes, Elijah Chapman now becomes more intriguing in my eyes, but he still doesn't want to be here. Asking for $10 million a season, that's kind of a tough sledding for a rotational defensive lineman. Really, the big one here is Kayvon Thibodeau, a 3-year, $70 million contract. And this is something that I'm willing to give out. It's just right now, I don't know if Thibodeau is really our, you know, best option. I don't know just yet. For right now, Thibodeau has more to prove to me in these up and coming weeks. So we did have a couple injuries, guys. A good amount. Thibodeau is out today, and Wandale is also out. So 2 of our big starters on offense and defense are gonna have to, they're out today. So there's a change up in the lineup. Devin Singletary is going to get more carries. Jonathan Cooper is going to get more playing time. So yeah, let's go check out this 2-7 Saints team and then hop into the game. And here are the New Orleans Saints, led by Joe Thuney, Marshawn Lattimore, Chris Olave. They drafted Zach Drexel a year ago, a quarterback that I did like. Drexel was, in my opinion, the second best quarterback in the first draft class that we had. But Zach is a solid quarterback, 82 overall. They have Elijah Mitchell. They also drafted Max Drake, who's a young, good playmaker. They also drafted Josh Davison here. So they have a lot of young talent that they've put around this team with a quality offensive line that I guess has not been playing great. Justin Overstreet was their most recent draft pick. They also brought in Nolan Smith, who was on the Giants, who was on our team last season there's one other player that they had, which was Jason Pinnock. So I don't know if we're gonna expect to see much of those two, but we'll see. So let's hop into the third game of today's action, and let's go out and get another victory. As we have the New Orleans Saints versus the New York Giants here in week 10 here. The Saints here are 2-7, just trying to get themselves a quality victory here at their home stadium. For the Giants, they're 5-3, dealing with a bunch of injuries and having to, figure out a way to get a victory here. Bigger roles for John Ware and Mike Evans in this week. Same thing with Devin Singletary. With the amount of injuries we're dealing with, this could be easily a closer game that I really expect it to be. I do expect us to go out there and get a good victory, but I do expect this game to be tough due to the injuries. And here comes second-year quarterback John Sherman, who's been playing okay. He has his moments where he looks like he did a year ago, but he also looks like he's regressed as well. 18 touchdowns, 11 picks. The turnovers have been the major question mark for this team, and hopefully we can not have any more fumbles. Mike Evans is expected to have a bigger role today, as here comes Tyrone Tracy for 2. And Theo Johnson continue having an impressive stretch of games, as this ball will go to Tracy underneath now, and Tracy stays on his feet for 6. 3 tight end formation here for the Giants. And Tyrone again gets the call, breaking free as he spins, and he's able to get the first down and more. As John Ware checks in as a wide receiver now. Motion man is Evans. Here comes Sherman, looks to throw, turns to Evans, and the veteran receiver hangs on for a good gain of 15. 3rd down and 10 here for the Giants. Motion man is Evans, looks to throw. Turning here to Theo Johnson, and that ball is knocked down. 4th down here for New York, and we'll probably have to settle for another 3. I was able to kick in the last game. Can I do it again here? 50-yarder this time. Oh, God. And that is wide left. Yeah, sometimes I should just punt instead of kick. And here comes second-year quarterback Drexel Zach, as Elijah Mitchell leads the league in running backs and receiving touchdowns. But Drexel Zach is the quarterback here in New Orleans, expected to become their next Drew Brees. Here's a gain of 8. Zach is not the most mobile quarterback, and I'm surprised he kind of ran there, as this is going to be blown up here. That's Dexter Lawrence. Good play there by Sexy Dexty, as it's 3rd down and 6. New York defense trying to get off the field. This pass is wildly thrown, and it's off the hands of the receivers. 4th down, and New York defense will be forcing a 3-and-out. New York takes over here at their own 26. Take a start with play action, looks to throw as he hits John Ware, as Ware is expected to be their slot receiver today. New York's bread and butter is to run the football, as they will continue to do so here, as Tracy will get to the sideline here, tries to turn upfield, and he will be able to do so to pick up 11 more. 3rd down and 5 now. New York's trying to not punt here. Motioning out, looks to throw. Sherman stepping up, open room in front of him, as he will dive to get to the 25. Good scramble. So far here in the first quarter, it's been mostly Tracy being able to move the football. Gets another call here. Tracy gets to the sideline. Couldn't get into the end zone. Denied at the 1, but a good hard run right there by Tyrone. First quarter in the books here. It's a 0-0 ball game, as New York, though, is trying to change that here. Tracy, 3rd straight carry. This time will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New York, as they will take the early advantage here at the beginning stages of the 2nd quarter. Call here for 3rd down and 1. Do you turn to Chris Olave or not? As 5-man is sent. Caught here. This is Max Drake here, their young receiver duo. The good catch. Saints team does have a lot of dominant playmakers here. Empty look now. New York, though, will send a blitz. Zach will send it underneath here for 6 more. As Brian Burns is shaken up on the field. And this could be a big injury for New York's defensive line. Burns can't go. Matthew Young will have to step up. Here comes Drexel as he finds his man, and that's a touchdown here. And the Saints now are retying up this game here at 7. Here comes this Giants offense now, starting at their own 28, tied up all at 7. As here comes Tyrone Tracy. Tracy trying to get his fullback to block for him. Couldn't do so, but already 11 carries for 73 yards. We're not even in the first half. Shotgun here for John Sherman. Motioning out here Singletary as he looks to throw. Turns to Theo Johnson. Johnson now continues to have a good episode. Picks up a 1st down and more. John wears the backfield here. As New York will look to throw. Turning to Neighbors, and Malik hangs on for the 1st down. Set of downs here for the New York Giants after the Neighbors catch. Here comes Tracy. Cuts it outside. He's able to get 7 more. Good 1st down there for the Giants. Motioning out now. Looks to throw. Sending it up here to Theo Johnson. Good catch. Tackled at the 3. 3rd down and goal here from the 4. I formation at the beginning of the 2-minute warning. Sherman looks to throw. Turning to Johnson, and that ball is knocked down. As this New Orleans defense will be forcing a 4th down. And New York is electing not to take the chip shot field goal. They're going to go here. Theo Johnson is the motion man. Turning to Theo, who's left alone. And for the 4th straight week, Theo Johnson finds the end zone as New York takes back the lead here. Thankfully, Brian Burns is okay. Zach takes over at his own 24, 2-minute drill to retie up this game at 14 apiece. Here comes his tight end now, his rookie, Davison, for 4. As the Saints will turn to a hurry-up offense now. Getting Chris Olave now involved. He gets the 1st down. Timeout. Got to be able to cover everyone, guys. Fresh set of downs here for the Saints. Steps up in the pocket. Right back to Rashid. Fresh set of downs, his 5th catch. Empty look here, 3rd down and goal. What's the call here for Zach? As he looks to throw. Sending it outside, Brantford undercuts it. And Christian Brantford's down the sideline alone. He's gone. First half will be over with a pick 6 by Christian Brantford. Wow. What a play there for our free agent acquisition, who's just been outstanding. His 4th interception of this campaign. And this is the first one that goes for 6. And New York will go into the 2nd half up by 2 scores. As we're going to head into halftime here, New York has a 21-7 lead here in Week 10 over this Saints team that are definitely struggling. They can move the football against us, but simple mistakes, drops have been an issue. We haven't seen that much of a pass rush from our front four. Want to see more of that, but across the board, I am happy with the results right now. We're going to continue running the football and continuing having long possessions. They can't stop Tyrone. As the Saints will start with the football here at the beginning of the second half, down by 20 or down by 14, and pressured is sent, and McFadden gets home. And this New York defense is now hitting their stride. That could be a significant injury for this defense. 3rd down and 3, or 3rd down and 13. Here comes Zach, taking a deep shot here, and that is caught here by Sneed. Oh my goodness. Rashid Sneed with a big-time reception. 3rd down and 5 here for the Saints. Gonna go with 2 tight ends out on the field. New York, though, sends another blitz. Doesn't get home, but it will force a 4th down and 1. Kind of surprised here that the Saints are just gonna be kicking a field goal. They send out their kicker, who is, I guess, a lefty. The kick will be good. Game's 21-10. This has become the Tyrone Tracy show. Continues to get the call, gets 7 more. Pistol look here. Tracy motions out wide. Looks to throw. As Sherman takes his shot here, and he wanted Neighbors, undercut, intercepted. Back the other way is the Saints. As this is, I don't know who picked it off, for the New Orleans Saints, Tony Adams, excuse me, the safety gets the INT. Still no Dexter Lawrence out there. It's 3rd down and 2. Play action. Zach sends it to a wide open receiver. Gotta be able to just keep your eye on him. Here comes a 3rd down and 7 here for this Saints team. Motioning out Mitchell. 4-man rush here sent by the Giants. Caught here, and that's Olave who breaks free. 32-yarder. Touchdown, New Orleans. And just like that, they're right back in today's action. Saints are looking to go for 2 here to make this game by 3. Mitchell does not get the call. Here comes Zach, who's undercut, intercepted here. And this could go for 2 here for the Giants if Isaiah Simmons can break free. He has 1 man to beat. He just couldn't. But Simmons denies them of 2 points. The Giants do here on 2nd down. I formation, gonna go play action, looks to throw. Down the field for Theo, who got underneath it. He's loose. Can he get in? He's denied at the 2. Wow. Theo Johnson in today's episode, making some big-time plays here for his young quarterback. As this Saints defense is bending up but not breaking, can they do it again? 3rd down. Looks to throw. Sherman wants Theo, connects with him. Touchdown. His 2nd of today's action, as Theo Johnson is showing his dominance today. Still no Dexter Lawrence here for the Giants. 2nd down and 10 now. New York sends a blitz, and it's going to get home here with Brian Burns and company. Sacked all the way back at the 19. Empty look here for the Saints. New York sends another blitz, and it's going to be intercepted here. Devontae Banks, his 2nd interception in today's episode. Good play there by Banks, making a good play here for his defense. New York starts at the Saints 31 in the I formation. Gonna go play action, turning for Neighbors. Malik connects here at the 10. New York, in theory, can pick up a 1st down. We're looking for 7 here. As here comes Sherman, looks to throw, stepping up. And now he's gonna look to scramble and dive in it himself. Touchdown, John Sherman. We haven't seen too many rushing touchdowns from the 2nd-year quarterback, but he saw an easy lane and he just took advantage of it. Close to midfield are the Saints now, who will set up a little screen here for Elijah Mitchell. Got some good blocks, and that helps him to get to the 30. 3rd down and 9 here for the Saints, as they're gonna run it again. This time it will work, and it gets them to the 1st down and more. I'd be very surprised if they ran the ball here. It's 3rd down and 9 at the 12. Zach takes the snap. He looks to throw, feeling the rush now. Throws it away. Good play there by Matthew Young. as Zach is shaken up on the field. And this is their young quarterback. And Spencer Ratley is in here for this 4th down and 9. As he's gonna go play action. Got hit as he threw, and that ball is denied. And that's Evans. Birds provided the rush. Evans knocked it down. And that right there most likely will be the ball game, as there's not a lot of time left. And here in week 10, the New York Giants have beaten the New Orleans Saints 38-22. The Saints did put together a drive to score 6, but really, once we were up 21-7, they really couldn't do much of anything. That pick 6 by Christian Branford at the end of the first half very much opened the game for us to be able to run the football at will, take time off the clock, and, you know, Theo Johnson stepped up massively. Same thing here with Tyrone Tracy. Even with injuries, we were able to, in my opinion, put together a quality victory. You know, John Sherman, he had, yes, the 1 turnover, but at the end of the day, 2 more touchdowns. Happy to see him have a solid day. Tracy, 26 carries, 107 yards. He looked very good out there. Sherman also scored. We've got a couple other players involved. Theo Johnson went for a $125 and 2 more scores. And he's the only one who really got involved in the passing game, but we really didn't need our passing game to work today. We got the first downs when we needed to, and we were able to run the football. No sacks allowed, which was very good defensively. You know, we got a couple sacks. We got a couple interceptions as well. All around, like I said at the beginning of the game, pretty easy game. And I did not see this at the, either I didn't see it or I don't remember, but we had a defensive lineman breakout part 2. This is for Elijah Chapman. And yeah, he didn't have that much of an impact, and that's okay. I didn't even know that this was available for us. But let's sim now here to week 11. As we now sim to the next week here, we have the 6-3 Jacksonville Jaguars. And we're gonna play this game in today's action. I'm gonna make today's 4-game episode. So we started off with the Eagles losing to them, and then we've gone on to this nice little win streak here. Can we finish today's episode strong by beating the Jags, who are 6-3, playing very good. We're currently 6-3, first place of the division, 3rd in the conference. So right now, another victory here will really help us out here. So let's go check out this Jags team and then get into the game. As we're now turning our attention to the Jacksonville Jaguars, they are led by Travis Etienne, Josh Hines-Allen, Evan Ingram, an ex-Giant. Trevor Lawrence is still their quarterback here, as they have surrounded him with some solid talent here. Gabe Davis, Christian Kirk, Brian Thomas Jr., Devin Duvernay, who has developed into a superstar receiver. They have a lot of talent there at receiver. They can beat you in many different ways, but the offensive line is not the best. I do expect our defensive line to get home a lot. And then they have a quality pass rush duo with Hines-Allen and Trayvon Walker here. And they've drafted relatively well, especially at the linebacker position. And in terms of the corner room, I do think we can take advantage here. So in this already jam-packed episode, this will be game 4. We're trying to now win our 3rd straight, and hopefully the trend of winning 2 and then losing a game stops. But this is a tough matchup here versus Jacksonville. It's an out-of-conference game. So let's hop right into it, and let's have some fun here. Week 11 time here today. It's the New York Giants versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both teams sitting at 6-3. Both teams have playoffs in their minds a little halfway through this regular season campaign. We are here at MetLife Stadium, so the home crowd gets to see this top-tier matchup here in Week 11. But for the New York Giants, still missing David Montgomery. We are welcoming back Wan'Dale Robinson, Kayvon Thibodeau, and a couple other players. So defensively, we're basically fully healthy. Offensively, we're still missing Montgomery. After this week, we will get him back. But hopefully today we get to continue to see Theo Johnson's massive, really 5 games in a row. Can he make it 6? And Tyrone Tracy has stepped up massively. Offense will be out there first. Let's go have some fun here in week 11. And here comes the second-year quarterback in John Sherman. Definitely been much more of a game manager in these 4-game stretch, but he has eclipsed 20 touchdowns. He has 12 interceptions, a little over 2,000 passing yards. Want to continue seeing him making strides and turning the football over a little less each and every week. And hopefully it continues. If you guys have been enjoying today's action, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. It's been a long one. Here comes David Montgomery, or not David Montgomery. Here comes Devin Singletary, who broke free for a 60-yard run. Wow. Jesus Christ. I have Montgomery on my mind, but Singletary pops off for a 60-yarder on the first play here versus Jacksonville. Just like that, New York's in the red zone. Sherman in an empty look now. Looks to throw for Theo Johnson, and he continues to have a touchdown each and every week. I believe this is now his 5th straight game in a row with at least 1 receiving touchdown. And here comes Trevor Lawrence, the first overall pick 6 years ago, as Lawrence is leading out his offense that has a lot of dynamic playmakers. 18 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. Lawrence has developed nicely here in the franchise, kind of turned his career around. But now playing against this vaunting New York defense, how will he fold? We are welcoming back Kayvon Thibodeau and Drew Phillips to the lineup, as this pass will be batted at the line of scrimmage. It's Lawrence, couldn't find his man. Bunch formation here to the left. Lawrence in the shotgun. ETN is the back. Little motion now, as this pass here for Gabe Davis will go for about 9, almost 10. As the Jags have an opportunity to get off the field. Pistol now. ETN is the back. Little motion now. Play action fake, looks to throw, as he will find Evan Ingram, the ex-New York Giant, as he will pick up the first down. 3rd down and 6 here for this Jags team. Trying to continue this possession. Looks to throw, failing some rush now as Lawrence. Looks to scramble, and he will get the first down. Dexter Lawrence couldn't deny him. 2nd down and 6 here. 3 receivers set, as this pass now is caught by Kirks. Penalty is thrown. Haven't seen too many of these this episode. And it's a personal foul on the defense. Due to that call, now it's goal to go here from the 10. New York sends a blitz. Wide open is Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Thomas, the 3rd-year man, gets open. Facing now a 3rd down and 5, trying to avoid the quick 3 and out. As this pass is going to be sent here, and Neighbors couldn't get underneath it. It's intercepted. And that is Brown, Trey Brown, a veteran. That ball probably needed to come out a little quicker. Due to that turnover, that puts Giants defense in a bad position. Here comes ETN losing 3 or 4. Good job there by McFadden. It's the call here for 3rd down and 5. Lawrence, shotgun, ETN is the back. Looks to throw. As this pass goes to Thomas, and he is forced to go out of bounds. It's 4th down and 1. What's the call here? 4th down and 1. Jacksonville will go, as they're going to hand the ball off. ETN has a lane now. Tyler Newman saves a touchdown, but a big-time run there for ETN. Fresh set of downs now after going for it on 4th down. Jacksonville smells blood, and they run it right up the middle. ETN scores, and just like that, Jacksonville is up here. Shotgun look here. John Ware back to playing that 3rd back. Looks to throw. Sherman connects with Johnson, and Theo Johnson puts his head down, and he gets the first down and a lot more. Thankfully, Sherman avoided that sack. Second down. Pistol look. Here comes the back. Here comes, what's his name? Tracy for the first down. Here at the beginning of the second quarter, we're down by 7, facing a 3rd down and 5. Here comes Sherman. Sets his feet and he's undercut. He's intercepted. I don't think he saw him. Evan Neal has to make the tackle, but that is just a poorly thrown football. And that's Justin McLean, the rookie linebacker. Just like that, Trevor Lawrence has an opportunity to go back up or go up by 2 scores. And the Giants defense negate that. It's tough here. Brian Thomas Jr. now makes another great play. 3rd down and 7 here for Jacksonville. They go play action, looks to throw. Thibodeau provided some rush, forcing the throwaway. Good job there by Kayvon Thibodeau. This will force Jacksonville to settle for a long field goal attempt. A little over 50 yards. Kick is up, and it's good. Tough place to be if you're the Giants. Don't want to have a quick 3 and out. Looks to throw is Sherman. Plenty of time. Connects with Wan'Dale. Welcome back. He makes a move. And Wan'Dale Robinson gets to the 40. Tracy is the back here. 3rd down and 10. New York faces. Sets up a little screen now. As this could go for a first down. He's tackled and he's denied. But it's 4th down and inches. What's the call here for New York? So this Giants offense will stay out on the field. 4th down and inches here. Takes the snap. And this is the fullback dive. Elms will pick up the first down. Gotta utilize him when we can. New York keeps the drive alive now. So here comes the pass. Sends it over the middle. And that's Wan'Dale for another first down. It's the Giants right now wanting to get this ball into the end zone to make this game by 3. Here comes Tracy. Breaks free. 25-yarder. Touchdown, New York. What a run there by Tyrone Tracy. Excellent block setup. And New York here, they're not done here in the early stages of this ball game. Great run there by Tyrone Tracy. Fresh set of downs here for Trevor Lawrence. New York now sends a blitz. Doesn't get home. And this is Gabe Davis who broke free. 3rd down and 3 now. And this is Travis Etienne, and he's met by Simmons and McFadden. 4th down and 1. Jags don't have to take this snap here before the 2-minute warning, but will they go? They do. Gonna hand the ball off, and his defense denies it. Turnover on downs. McFadden and Simmons again. And this New York defense, they're turning things on. What a play there. 3rd down and 7, trying to avoid the quick 3 and out, and the pressure was sent. And that got home. Walker and Allen. Wow. Jags defense forced a quick 3 and out. As now Jacksonville starts back up here. Inside their 24. Looks to throw Gabe Davis's way. 3rd down and 6 now. Trevor Lawrence looks to throw. Sends it over the middle and is intercepted. Bobby Okereke. Okereke cuts it to the sideline. Trying to score. He will. Touchdown, New York. Bobby Okereke, the veteran linebacker, picks it off over the middle, and New York is back in front here in week 11. 2nd down and 5 now. Lawrence looks to throw. Plenty of time as he will find Etienne, who turns upfield. He's able to get the first down and a lot more. Last time out used here for Jacksonville. As Jacksonville is trying to make this game by a point. There's their kicker. And the kick is good. As we're going to head into halftime here, we'll do the kickoff. As John will take it out. Maybe we'll get a return touchdown. But we'll head into halftime here, up by a point here in week 11. Couple turnovers by John Sherman. Again, I think that's just kind of a part of this season for us, is dealing with those. Defensively, we got to continue being able to, we got to create some type of sacks. We've yet to really get home. We've gotten pressure, but getting a sack or two would definitely help us out. But offensively, I think we got to get back to running the football. Here comes Jacksonville now, starting at their own 25 at the beginning of the second half. Lawrence failing the rush, and he's sacked. That's Matthew Young, the rookie edge rusher. I believe that's maybe his second sack of his career. Little screen is set up now. ETN broke free, and he picks up the first down. 3rd down and 13 now. Empty look. As here comes Trevor Lawrence, feeling the rush. Got hit as he threw. Branford in coverage, snags the football out of the air. Intercepted in the end zone. As the pressure almost got home, but Christian Branford just picked up his 5th INT. He's been an amazing ball-hawking corner for our defense. Just like that, New York still has a lead, and now they can get to work. Here comes Tyrone Tracy, as Tracy will be able to pick up a first down and more. New York definitely wants to utilize their ground game. As Tracy gets another call and a burst of speed. He's up the field. Can anyone catch him? I don't think so. He's gone. No, he's denied at the 3. Wow. Tyrone Tracy has hit another big play here for New York. What a run right there. First down and goal here from the 3. Tracy again gets the call, and this time he gets in. Touchdown, New York. Tracy caps off his long run with an easy 3-yard run. Sticking with the 2 tight end formation here for the Jags. As Lawrence looks to throw. Felt some rush. Evan Ingram again. To the pistol look here for this Jacksonville team. As this will be a little keeper here for Trevor, who stays on his feet. Got blasted there by Tyler Nubin. New York keeping 5 men up front. As here comes now the run. ETN's turn, breaking free, and he will find the end zone. Great blocking there by Jacksonville. And they will re-tie up this game here at 27 apiece. Both teams have struggled here on 3rd down. Now it's 3rd down and 10. Sherman takes a sack. Just a spot that you can't have. We're going to give it right back to Jacksonville. Right back to work is Trevor Lawrence, and this defense needs to be able to make a play. Here comes a blitz. Can it get home? Burns, and Simmons throws him down. Good job by this front 4. Well, these linebackers go again. It's 3rd down and 11 at the beginning of the 4th quarter. They don't. New York only sends 4, and it's dropped here, and just like that, it's also a Jags quick 3 and out. And John Michael Schmidt just went into the locker room. That means Simon Oliver, number 60, is taking over at center. 3rd down and 5 here for New York. Theo Johnson can't make the first down. And we're going to be forced to punt here. As Jacksonville starts back up here at their own 5. After a great punt, here comes a Kurt run. And a good play there by Evans and Burns. 3rd down and 5 now here for Jacksonville. As New York, what do? They send only 3. And that picks up the first down. 2 tight end formation now. Here for Lawrence. Sending it wide open is Gabe Davis. But he dropped it. Oh my, wow. That's a touchdown. If only he caught it. Gabe Davis broke free. And it did not work. As now Travis Etienne, he'll get those lost yards back. So now Bobby Okereke is shaken up. As the Jags are looking to go for it here. 4th down and 1 here. Looks to throw. Lawrence sends in, and the ball is off the hands of the receiver. And the pressure almost got home. Another turnover on downs. Jags cannot convert this one again. 2nd down and 7 now. As here comes Tracy now with a burst of speed. Stays up on his feet as he's out of bounds. New York faces a 3rd down and 4. Looks to throw his Sherman as he wants Neighbors, and the ball is batted down. And will New York try to go for 3? They've missed an extra point. It's a 49-yarder. What do? And here on 4th down and 1, or 4th down and 4, New York is keeping the offense out there. Tracy motions out wide, looks to throw his Sherman. Sherman connects here with Malik Neighbors. When you need him, he will make an impact. Neighbors stays on his feet. I believe that's his first grab of today, and it was an important one. New York goes empty here on second down and 5. Here comes Sherman, not liking much of anything. Looks to run it himself. Denied to the end zone. Wow. Good play there by Sherman. What's the call here on third down and goal? Sherman, shotgun empty. Takes it, looks to throw, wants Neighbors. Oh my, that was trouble. That should have been picked. So New York is setting up for an 18-yarder. Just trying to make this game by 3. The kick is right down the middle, as it should be. Now can this New York defense not allow any more points? 2:13 to go here in week 11. Here comes the pass. Left alone is Gabe Davis. Again, and he's breaking tackles. Past midfield are the Jags. I don't know if Jacksonville is in field goal territory. They're going to look to run. New York defense was not prepared for it, but they just stop it. Timeout Giants as Dexter Lawrence is again shaken up. He's back to the sideline, but I think Jacksonville is playing right now for the tie. Here comes Little for a long field goal attempt to 50 plus. As the kick. Does it have the leg? It looks like it does. And it's good. We're tied up here again. A 30 apiece. A minute 20 to go. Second down and 10 here for Sherman. As he's going to motion out Tracy out wide. As he's going to look to throw here. Sherman. Once Neighbors intercepted. Back the other way. As that is probably your ball game because Jacksonville now only needs a field goal. He wanted Malik Neighbors over the middle, and I just don't understand. John Sherman's third interception. No one in his face. It's just a bad throw. New York defense now trying to get off the field as they might just try to let him score, and New York does. With 60 seconds to go, New York lets Jacksonville score, and they have still 2 timeouts. They're trying to get this game to OT. Well, here's the ball games, ladies and gentlemen. 40 seconds to go. New York needs the first down. Sherman escaping. Can't connect with Neighbors. And right there, here in week 11, New York will fall to the 6-3 Jags. And my goodness, this was a tough matchup. And here in week 11, New York falls to the Jags 37-30. Our record now is 6-4. We're still a good team. It's just the inconsistency and the turnovers and the injuries. I mean, we suffered 3 or 4 massive blows that we have to check out on, but regardless, the offensive line didn't play well. Sherman couldn't really throw. Couldn't get the ball to Neighbors. Could kind of get the ball to Johnson and Robinson, but not really. It just was a long day in terms of passing, in terms of anything and everything, and our runs can only do so much. I mean, John Sherman went 11 for 30. It was just a terrible, terrible day. And I mean, our defense played well. I mean, regardless if they allowed 37 points, our defense forced a lot of good plays. Tyrone Tracy went for $130 and 2 scores. He had a great day. Singletary popped off a 60-yarder, but no one above 40 yards receiving. And Malik Neighbors just cannot get the ball to him. We allowed 1 sack by the offensive line, but felt like more. Defensively, I mean, we got these 2 interceptions, 1 for 6. We got 2 sacks. It's just unfortunate. Thankfully, only 1 injury came out of it, and that was to John Michael Schmidt, who has been playing some of his best football, in my opinion. Has not been an issue at center, yet to allow a sack, but now he's out for the next 2 weeks. We will be welcoming back David Montgomery to this ground game, as we are going to sim now to the next week, here into week 12 versus the Commanders. But we're welcoming back Montgomery, which is huge. That should allow this already very good running game to be even better. So happy about that. Currently, we are on top of the division, but it's so tight. I mean, Washington, if they can get a victory here, they will be right back into the mix. So this is kind of a critical week. So how do I want to play? Because this is the end of the episode, guys. It's already been a very long episode. I mean, we've played 4 games today. Lost the first one, won the next 2 in close fashion. Well, this one we kind of easily won. And then we lost a close game. We have the Commanders, the Niners, the Steelers, and the Cardinals coming up. And then the Cowboys, Texans, Seahawks. I don't know how the next game will go, or the next episode. It might be the Commanders and the Niners, or I might just make the Commanders its own episode. I don't know just yet. I don't know, besides other than Dallas, that I really want to only have one episode, like one game that episode. So I don't know just yet. It might be 2-2, 2-2, then a game, then 2-2. That possibly could be it. So next time is a little bit up in the air. But let's do a little bit of a cleanup housework here. Let's check out some stats. As we're after this 4-game stretch, John Sherman has now thrown 21 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. John Sherman this season, he feels off. You know, he's had more multi-interception weeks than anything. I mean, he's had 4, and then he has more multi-interception weeks than no touchdowns or no interceptions. That's an issue. He's had 1 300-yard day. He's kind of stayed right above 230. It's tough. He's only had 4 games with 3 touchdowns. Yeah, it's rough here in New York and John Sherman. The bright spot for this offense is getting a little brighter as Montgomery is healthy. Tracy is playing excellent. So I'm expecting this duo here to kind of lead us down the stretch here in the last handful of weeks. Passing wise, Malik Neighbors has had quiet stretches. He's had great stretches. The thing is it is all determined on John Sherman. Malik Neighbors, I don't think is a bad player whatsoever. But when you look at the first 4 weeks, first 4 weeks he looked very good to start off. But now he has bad game, bad, great, then 2 more bad ones. So we need to figure out a way to get Neighbors the ball. Theo Johnson now has the most receptions and the most touchdowns. He's having a great breakout season. But I feel like we're doing a pretty good job of getting the ball to these receivers. One thing to note, guys, John Ware will go back to his natural position at wide receiver. I only change it just because of the fact of Singletary, and I don't want the CPU to sign someone, so yeah. In terms of the offensive line, I mean, so far Neal has struggled, but nothing is really standing out. McFadden just broke over 100 tackles this campaign. In terms of TFLs, McFadden and Burns lead us the way, with Thibodeau right behind. 9.5 sacks for Burns, 6 for Thibodeau, 3.5 for Cooper, 3 for Simmons. Kind of a quieter season here for Dexter Lawrence, just like in year 1. Kind of surprised about that. But he's making much more of an impact in terms of run stopping. But I want to see him continue being the dominant force that he is. In terms of interceptions, Christian Branford leads the way with 5, but we have a couple other guys with turnovers, and I'm happy to see that. So a little bit of a stat update for you guys. I hope you guys liked today's video. I know it's a long one. It's a lot of work putting together, over 4 hours of recording on my end. So guys, it would be much appreciated if you liked today's action. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I like to do these episodes every once in a while. And leave a comment down below if what you guys want to see, how you guys want me to handle the rest of the season. We will get more into scouting. I kind of skimmed over that, but next time we'll talk about it more. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one.